what's happening in our culture is that we are evolving spiritual practices that have existed in other parts of the world for several thousands of years. I'm referring to Tantra Buddhism. Now, how this applies to drumming is very interesting. Tantra Buddhism is something of a discipline to liberate us from the wheel of reincarnation, which means going back and doing it again, over and over and over again, based on the concept that when we die, we don't have our act together and we panic and we lose control of our awareness, and so then we get sucked back into the wheel of reincarnation life. So we come back into a body again, forgetting that we've already been here, already having done this. So Tantra is one process where you become aware of your higher energy body. Vajra, V-A-J-R-A. The Vajra body, the energetic body that survives death. Now, the way drumming works is that you can bring your consciousness and your attention span back into you, especially at the moment of distraction, such as death, but also during the good times, also the stressful times. So we pull our attention span back together when we hit a downbeat and steady groove. It's an organic process. It's not an intellectual process. That's what I like about it. So it's a meditation because it brings our attention span into clarity and focus. And it's proof that our intellectual mind can get controlled by rhythm, which is a tool that they use in basic meditation. You know, you're chanting a mantra. It may be in Sanskrit or Hindu, but it's still a rhythm. And the rhythm is what shanghais the intellect, puts it into focus and control, and then puts it to sleep. So this deeper functions of awareness start to open up when you go into this meditation grooves. Now, the Tantra process talks about this core, this line, this energy beam that comes right down through the top of our heads, through our spines, all the way down to our sacrum. And of course, what's connected to these, to this line of light are the chakras. And the chakras are dealing with different levels of vibrational insight in our lives. But the heart chakra, right in the middle of your chest there, is a critical, important chakra, especially when we're facing calamitous events such as dying. Because that's where their intelligence really resides. And the drum, when you're hitting the downbeat, this deep tone in the middle of the heart, middle of the drum head, is the heartbeat. So we become compatible with this process that's 2,500 years old, the Tantra meditation of bringing your awareness into your heart chakra. Now, when you're drumming like this, it's not just a concept, it's not just intellectual, because it's physical. And that's what I really enjoy, because the physicality of bringing your awareness into your heart, using tone and simplicity of rhythm and consistency of tempo, creates this opportunity to connect with the part of us that will survive death. This is not just me spouting off. This stuff is old. Now let's take a look at the Tibetan Buddhism. The Tibetans have this incredible reputation for being very peaceful, loving people. But they had to work at it. Because before Shakyamuni Buddha came into Tibet, the Tibetan fighters were some of the fiercest fighters in the world. Shaolin martial arts came out of Tibet. The Shaolin martial arts created a mercenary class of enforcers coming out of Tibet. And you go back in Chinese history before the Tang Dynasty. This is hundreds and hundreds of years before Christ, right? The Mongolians took over China, and they subjugated China, and they used the Tibetan Shaolin martial arts priests as enforcers all across China because they were serious business. They were very tough. They had developed this incredibly esoteric school of fighting. They were unbeatable. They were very fierce. The Chinese were terrified of the Shaolin monks. Hi. Well, we do the drumming meditation workshops 3 times a week. Yeah, today on Sundays, 3 o'clock. And you never know who's going to show up. You know.
What does that mean, just sitting meditation?
Yeah. See, what I'm doing here, I have a stand on the drum. So I'm not holding the drum traditionally with my knees.
Oh, yeah.
That really opened up the opportunities of meditation as a form of yoga with a good beat. Yeah. Well, today I'm talking a little bit about tantra. And as a process, combining it with the drumming meditation.
Yeah, this sounds really hypnotic.
Yeah.
But she said, come on, let's go in.
So we do it on Tuesday, Friday nights at 7 and Sunday at 3. And then we stream to the internet. So right now, I'm giving a class to all of our drummers all over the world. Yeah. Normally we have a half a dozen in here, but today's pretty hot. So I figured, yeah. So I figured everybody's staying where it's cool. Yeah. So there's a flyer on the front table there, and that's for people who are curious, and they can go online and participate. Okay, good. Sweet little girl there. Bye-bye. So what we offer for the children is the parents can come in with the children and drum. We all just settle into a simple beat like this, and it's $1 a minute. That way, so 5 minutes or whatever the children are good for, you know. They vary. You know, the large djembes get pretty pricey. These are carved by the master carvers in Ghana that we've worked with for 30 years. So the smaller ones over there, those are like $250, $225, and, you know, and the smaller ones, you know, they go. There's 125, and then there's some that are around 375. You know, it's
Something for kids.
yeah. You're gonna look at something. There's a little one up in the front table, in the window, I think. Yeah, that little guy there. What's that?
How do you make such a deep,
It's right in the middle of the drum head. That's what's nice about these are djembes. Yeah. Yeah. Now here in America, we call that the downbeat. That's the notes all around the downbeat. That's how rock and roll was invented. Everybody agreed on the downbeat. In New Orleans. Invented in New Orleans a couple of hundred years ago. Yeah. So it's not truly African. It's an evolution.
Well, I think I'm one of these. You take credit card, yeah?
What's that?
You take credit card.
Yeah. You want to go with that?
Something cheaper, it's easier for the kids to take out.
Yes.
We got this one, and then we just got some fresh ones that are a little larger. These are good. I'd say this one was a good bet. That one's good size. But you want to check these out here? This one. Okay, I'll make some size. The next size on these are fresh. How much is this one? 245. 247. How much is that one? This one here? Just show me here.
I think this is cheaper, 125.
Yeah, I believe that usually do I have the features, so. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering what will go with that. That might actually go pretty well. And then I have a son. Oh, we have a twin son, basically. But let me start with this one.
Yeah, a good idea.
Yeah, and then.
Yeah, you'll have to start a collection.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she probably is not too much of that.
Oh, she's looking like she's ready to
I
go.
know. Hey. What's your name? Ariana.
Ariana,
Yeah.
what a pretty musical name.
The boy with the mother right now at home, mother taking care of the twin. Yeah. A lot of effort taking care of them. 16 months.
Well, I'll hit the deep tone here. So yeah, the drum, to tilt it, to get that deep tone.
Oh,
It comes out of the bottom. Of it.
right.
So, yeah, so it just tilts, you know. She's checking it out. I always encourage women to drum. I encourage women to be drummers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My first drum teacher was a woman. When I was 8 years old, I was classically trained. I had the medals and I marched and all that, symphony and all that. And she taught me everything, how to read and and it was a meditation.
Oh, yeah, it is. Very hypnotic because it's very rhythmic, right?
Yeah, nice and steady. I had to learn to a metronome.
Yep.
That wasn't in the Deep South. Then I moved to the Deep South. That's where I learned about the downbeat,
Oh, I see. That's why it's.
which was not classical.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was rhythm and blues and rock and roll. Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah,
You got an audience. Sing. Watching. Oh,
Oh, she
no. No. I know where you're
ready to
going.
grab, play. I would have checked everything out. She's very aware.
Yeah, she's very curious. Both of them. 16 months, they're very active.
Yeah, you gotta be quick.
I feel like a whole person. Yeah, they sleep through the night. Exhausting. Do you happen to have a bag by any chance? Okay, no worries. Okay.
Okay, get over here in front of this big drum. This is the
That'd be
biggest
great,
sheet.
yeah, if I can take a snap and. You
Come
wanna
on
go
over here, Ariana. You want to hit the drum? Here, hit this drum. Oh, she got it. Okay, there you go. Yay, all right, Ariana.
Yeah, really good, hit it.
Look at your daddy. You'll get better light if you shoot from over here, actually. Whoa!
Whoa. Whoops, sorry about that. That's it, fun and joy, time's over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she got scared. Yeah, it's big. That'll do it. Yeah, I'll set it up. Yeah. It's okay, Ariana. It's okay. Not a big deal.
Yeah,
That's
if
your
it
own,
breaks,
man.
we buy it. And the money comes out of your savings, that's it.
That's right. College or a drum. Make a choice.
Exactly. See you guys, bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a nice weekend.
Bye.
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 Okay, I'm shutting them all down. It's too hot.
Oh.
Oh, here, I was gonna give you a flyer.
Except what?
Oh, you got one, good.